Hello and welcome, or welcome back to our Minecraft 1.20 survival Let's Play. We've got a bunch of our librarians hanging out behind us, which is great because those are some of the, we need about 6 librarians total, and I think we've got 3 so far, so it's not too bad. Yeah, you're not a librarian. Certainly not a bad start to this library that we're going to have to build, but that is actually not the task of today. Today's task is going to be to gather everything we need for the library because I did a bit of an outline. I went into creative mode, played around a little bit. I think I came up with a pretty cool design for it, so I am looking forward to that. But we need a ton of concrete, like a ridiculous amount of concrete. We need dark oak wood, which we haven't even found a dark oak forest yet, so I think we're going to be taking the maps out and doing some exploring today. And then the other thing I need a bunch of is warped wood. I want to do, like, it's going to be a blue and yellow theme, like color scheme, blue and yellow and white. So yeah, I think the warped wood is going to go really good for the roof since we can make slabs and we can make stairs out of it, whereas the concrete we can't. So I think that's gonna, yeah, that's basically what we're gonna need. So I think I'm just gonna, we found that warped forest in the Nether, so for the warped wood, I'm just gonna go there, gather a bunch of stacks of wood. We'll grab a pumpkin before we go, so that we don't have to worry about the Enderman, because that area is full of Endermen as well, I know that. We can be safe there. And yeah, I don't think there's really too much else. We're gonna have to find a good gravel pit. I don't think we've come across one yet. If we have, I really don't remember where it is. So I need a good number of stacks of gravel. So we're gonna have to find a good place to get gravel from. And obviously we'll need a bunch of sand, but I mean, sand's fairly easy to find. We know where the deserts are. So yeah, I think that's doing pretty good. I'm gonna start with a few chores. Actually, is there anything in here? No, okay, perfect. I'm gonna start with finishing up a few chores here, putting away my emeralds so we're not carrying those around everywhere. I actually was thinking maybe I should store them in the village somewhere, but for now we'll store them just in our storage, you know, in our house. Anyway, and yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So I'm gonna start with the chores. Like I said, I'm gonna do the garden and the animals because what I would really like to do as well, obviously before we go and collecting a bunch, I need to mend our diamond axe and our shovel and our pickaxe. So yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of work, but it's not really too bad with the mending. Honestly, it's like one whole round of feeding all of the animals and breeding them is like over half of the mending, so that's all right. Oh, and our vegetables have not grown. That's okay. Oh, actually, while we're here, why don't we check out our new horse? Because we kind of started this horse breeding program and then never really finished. This is the a horse mod, so that we can see the stats of our horses. So that horse, and yeah, we can see the stats of that horse. So this one I think was the baby horse. It's been literally stuck with its head in that roof since it was born. It's a little bit ridiculous, but that's okay. Okay, so our new horse has a speed of 12.03, which compared to these guys, I can't quite remember. Okay, yeah, so 12.07 and 12.36. So it's still, they are not getting a baby that's better than them. This has been a little while now that we've not had any luck. I guess you can stay out of the pen for now. Well, then let's just breed these two one more time, and we'll have to see later what we end up getting out of that. All right, I think we are all ready to go. Not perfect, but we got quite a bit of repairing done just by feeding the animals and harvesting a few here and there. So I think first things first, let's just go to the Nether first, and then we can kind of get on, you know, a bit more further out exploring later. All right, there it is. So we haven't actually gone down to it yet, so I'm not 100% sure what the best way to get there is going to be, but let's go and check out this edge over here. Okay, I think I'm just going to try to bridge right across to the trees, and then we can climb down the trees to get out of here. Oh, and look at that, we got our achievement. This was the last Nether biome that we were looking for. That's awesome. Okay, so the Endermen actually don't seem to be too crazy down here. I remember when I looked down here last time, they seemed to be a lot of them, but it doesn't look so bad right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead without the pumpkin head because I did not install that mod that makes it so that like it's hidden. I know a lot of creators use that mod. Not a bad idea because it probably would not look very good on film to be in a pumpkin head, but I'll just cut out any parts that I need to put it on, but I think we might be okay without it for now. All right, so we cleared out this close little area anyway. I mean, we could wander more in if we need to, but we ended up with almost, well, 5 stacks in a little bit. So I think, I mean, we're going to be turning them to planks to use them. And they like, I mean, what do planks do? Planks, yeah, by 4. So I'm hoping that this is enough. I know we're going to have to make them all, a bunch of them into stairs, which cuts them down quite a bit, but we'll see. Honestly, if we don't have enough, we can always just come back for more. I'm not too concerned. Maybe some will even grow on their own while we're gone. I'm not 100% sure if they do that or not, but we can always see. We could bring back a bunch of bone meal too. We have a bunch, so that's totally fine. Now I'm going to take this helmet off and make our way back up. All right, we made it back safe and sound. I'm going to go ahead and put this wood in with our other wood chest for now. I'm not even really sure where I'm keeping nether stuff. I guess I'll just throw it in there for right now. I guess the wart and the roots make more sense to put in our plant stuff. There we go. I'll also put the shroom lights in here. I just figured I'd grab some just in case we want to use them later. And last couple things, throw that away. Perfect. So next things to do are gathering. So we need gravel, we need sand, we need terracotta. I don't even know if I mentioned that before, but we do need some terracotta, and we need dark oak. So that is quite a bit to do, and quite a bit of things that we do not currently have. So I was thinking, why don't we just make an effort to fill out some more of these maps? Now, let's take a look what we've got so far. Okay, so this is the map that goes towards the desert village. I don't think there's going to be anything that we want on that map. What's this one? So it must be a little bit further out. That's interesting. Okay, and this one is the one right by us right now. So last time we mapped, we went, I guess if on the map that way's north, we went like south, essentially, pretty south, like maybe a little bit southwest-ish. I'm wondering if we should just start a new map and go straight east from here. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea. So what do we have? We have a cartography table. Did I put it anywhere? Maybe I left it in storage. I should go and grab that. And then some paper and I believe a compass, and that's kind of all we need to make a map. All right, so I've got 3 empty maps here. Now, I don't remember if I shrunk them 3 times or 4 times, so I'm just gonna go walk right off of this map here, just a little bit more so that we can start another one. So there's our map, and then we'll go ahead and take our map and add some paper to it. Once, twice. Now let's compare these two. Actually, is it only twice? That looks pretty close, doesn't it? Actually, no, that looks exactly it. All right. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, I mean, if you thought like putting these 2 side by side, that is basically the whole map. I should have maybe zoomed these out a little bit more. That's not very much. Okay, there, so we got 5 more maps, so 6 maps total for this adventure, and I think that should be able to get us quite far, and hopefully to a dark oak forest, and maybe even another mesa if we can. I don't know, I might have to just go back for the mesa, but it also looks like I lost my bed somewhere. I'd like made a pink bed specifically to start carrying around with me because I stopped carrying a bed around for a while when we were doing all that building, and now I seem to have lost it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a new one. All right, so let's head off. I think I'm just going to go to the top edge of this map, just so that we're, you know, not convenient. That would be the boating area. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should bring a boat. Okay, now we are ready to head off. Well, we just made it to the edge of map number 6, and unfortunately, all we found was a couple of villages with really not much in it, and a whole bunch of forest that we really don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading, I guess, south for a little while just to get to the bottom of this map, and then I'm gonna go back all the way through all 5 maps along the bottom half. And we will see if we find anything there. I have a feeling I would have seen something already if there was going to be anything on the map, but I guess, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I missed something. You never know. Oh, and look at that. Just as I complain, we found it. We found our dark oak forest. It is not even on the map. It is just off of it. But that, you know what? I don't care if it's on the map or not. I just need myself some dark oak saplings, and that is what we're gonna get. All right, well, we made it back, and that trip back was definitely more eventful than the trip there. We I got the dark oak stuff that I needed, and then we ran into a pillager outpost, which I, went in there. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna grab the Allays if they have any, and we'll leave them alone. They had 3 cages of them, so 6 Allays caged up and 1 just like flying around outside. It was insane. So I just took them all and ran. We've got a couple still flying around out here, but the rest of them, I don't think I have that many leads, so I'm gonna try to get them to just come in here, and I'll just lock them up in the house for now if I can. I'm not sure why these other ones are not quite making their way up here, but that's okay. And yeah, then we lost our boat to, I think a dolphin stole it, which was bizarre to me. I've never had a dolphin steal my boat before, but I'm almost positive that's what happened. So then we swam along and found another dark oak forest on our maps, much closer to home. So now at least we know where the closer one is. We did not have to go out all that way to find it, but we did. We found them, and I think that's going to work out quite well for us. So I decided to use the Allays to grab some gravel along the way, and now we've got about 5-6 stacks of gravel, which isn't too bad because I estimated what we're going to need for that entire build is around 8 stacks of gravel, and I don't think we really have any left, but I do think this is a really good start for, having basically gone out for the dark oak and not specifically for the gravel. So I think that's good. I'll keep in mind we have 6 already, and then I also grabbed a bit of sand because we are going to need more of that, but I'm not so concerned about sand. It's a lot easier to find. So yeah, I think that was pretty successful. We also filled out almost all these maps. I can kind of show you what they look like now. Yes, if you look over this way. So this one, I didn't do the middle part. I think it was a bit treacherous in the middle, and you can see there in the bottom left corner, that is where the dark oak forest is. So that's awesome. And then we've got a bunch of these other ones all good and filled in. So I think we can, I think I might just start the map wall. It'll be kind of awkward because we basically only have from here to there now, but I think that's okay. I'll make a few item frames and we'll figure that out. I'm also going to try to rope up the last couple of Allays here because I do not want to be losing them. Okay, so this is the original plan for the map size. Now, we definitely have a lot more than would really make sense for that unless we start the map like here. But I figure let's just put up what we've got so far. And then, yeah, we basically have all these ones that keep going in that direction. So we might need to rethink what we want to do for our map, or we just go with something smaller so we don't worry about these ones that we've already made. Too bad, so sad, I guess. And instead, we could put the home map there, and then we've got 2 over, because that does take us to this here is the dark oak forest, which is important. And then from last time, I'm pretty sure that goes there. That looks like that's where that belongs. And then this one, I think is that piece right there. Yeah, that looks about right. So you know what? That's perfectly fine. I mean, honestly, this is going to get us to everything that's within like a very reasonable reach. We know that the mesa is past the desert village. It's way over there, and I don't think there's a very good chance of there being a mesa in any of these spots. But I think that's okay. I mean, is it a bit of a waste of these 4 maps? Maybe. But honestly, there's like nothing on these maps anyway. There's 1 village on this one, and then yeah, there's not even anything on this one. So yeah, I think that's totally fine. We wasted a few maps. I actually don't know if you can return a map into an empty map. Maybe I'll look that up. Okay, no, I don't think that you can get rid of maps, but that's totally fine. You know what, we'll just save our spare maps in here. So I think these Allays are going to be super fun. Somebody had mentioned in the comments a while ago that the Allays would do really well as like a decoration in an enchanting room. So ever since somebody said that, I've been like imagining what our enchanting room is going to look like. I think it's going to be like an enchanting tower, right? Everybody does a tower, but I haven't thought of anything other than a tower yet. but I'm thinking a very, very magical tower with like Allays in the ceiling and everything, like over top of some glass or something like that, so that they're kind of trapped in there but can still fly around. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like yet, but I am really looking forward to that. Okay, so the last few things that we need to gather today are about 2 more stacks of gravel, somewhere around 4 stacks of sand, and 2 stacks of just plain old terracotta that we can make the glazed terracotta out of after, dyeing it and then glazing it. So I think our best bet is going to be just to head towards the mesa. Let me take one more look at our maps. I think we can fill out one more along the way. Yeah, I think what we might as well do is we might as well fill at least part of this map here on our way down. So I'll go ahead and make a new empty map for that, and we'll bring this one so that we know when we're off this map, and also we can finish off the bottom of this one while we're on our way. Boy, is it ever gloomy here. All right, but easy peasy, we got exactly what we needed. A couple stacks of terracotta, a couple stacks of gravel, and 4 stacks of sand. And I think that is everything that we need for our library. So let's head back home. And we made it all the way back perfectly, no events or anything like that. So let's go ahead and put our maps in. Look at that, that's looking pretty good. I like that all filled out. I should have almost brought this one just to fill it out on the way back as well, but that's okay, we'll get to it after a little while. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to set up our building site for the library, but oh no, come back. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to catch this Allay and then I will start to set up our building site for the library. All right, and there it is. Everything that we are going to need for the exterior, at least, of the library, I think. I'm hoping that I estimated everything correctly, or at least not too far off, so it won't be too much of a hassle when we inevitably have to go and gather a few more things. We'll obviously need to do stuff like bookshelves and lanterns and all that fun stuff for the interior, but I'll worry about that once we get there. I just kind of wanted to get the main bulk of the stuff done today. And yeah, this is the site for the library. So next episode, this is what we're going to be building. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Oh, I've got that stupid monocle on. Let me fix that. That's a little bit better. I also just realized that I totally forgot to take off my gold boots from the Nether. I probably wasted quite a bit of that. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed coming on a little adventure with me. I like to do these kind of episodes every once in a while. I know they're not quite as exciting as the building ones, but I like to kind of explore and just enjoy the world of Minecraft a little bit every once in a while. So I hope you do as well. And I will talk to you in the next one.